Yeah, what's going on? It's G-Meister, and welcome to my full review on Steven Bomb 5, or the Zoo/Space arc. I'll be reviewing every episode within this arc. Now, warning: these episodes have not been aired on TV yet, so if you don't want to be spoiled by them, click off the video now. Also, another thing: when these episodes do air, watch them on TV also. You gotta support the official release, everyone. Because if you want more Steven Universe content or any content from any shows you like, you gotta support the official release for the show to earn revenue and stuff to keep going. And yeah, you could also watch these episodes on Cartoon Network's website. Watching them on the website also supports the official release also. With that said, let's just get right into the review. Season 4, Episode 10. Let's get into the plot. Steven begins to have a strange dream that causes him to cry. When Garner refuses to give answers, Steven and Greg travel to Korea to look for them. Alright, let's get into the good! So foreshadowing at the beginning of the episode with the alien abduction movie, foreshadowing the end of this episode, and it's pretty much this arc. Greg's new watch, I think that's a little callback to Mr. Greg, one of the best episodes of the series, if you ask me. Greg's little lecture / speech to Steven before Steven heads back home was very nice to hear. It was just nice and soothing. Like, you get also great message, also really great message in it. Like you gotta leave the past behind you and accept people for who they are now. Forget about their past and forget about your past, because that's not who you are now. If you let it build up onto you, you'll just stay in denial, stay in the past and stuff. And a certain character in this arc seems to be staying in the past. Anyways, Buddy's book. The next day, Steven wants to investigate the dream. He calls Connie over, and she brings Buddy's book from the library. And he goes over the page with a pink diamond thing, spaceship thingamabobber. Sorry, I don't know exactly what it's called. But yeah, it's nice to see Buddy's book, more continuity there, and also serves to the plot, and the episode was not filler. It gives us background information and helps us advance to this episode. So yeah, Steven and his argument with the gems about how they're not taking him to the place because they don't want to, because they can't, but they won't even tell him about it either. And Steven brings up the point that they promise to tell him everything from now on. And Steven's always getting tired of being lied to. He even brings up Connie said she regrets bringing the book, but Steven's like, no, I'm glad you did, because at least something give me information aside from these guys. He's very pissed, man. Garnet's reaction when Steven's outside. It was like a little chat, basically. How he refused, how he's going to do this. How he's going to go figure this out for himself. And Steven gets help from Greg, and guess who's back? Andy's back for like less than a whole minute of the episode. It's nice to see him cameo, and I guess it helps Gem Harvest fit into the overall plot more instead of just seeming filler. People figured this is how Andy's character would be used, but hey, it's still nice to see him nonetheless. And Steven and Korea, the little montage of Steven and Greg going through Korea. What the hell happened to Andy? That's my question, but still. Yeah. Also within this montage, there's a fourth wall break. We see Steven and Greg in a room with a woman drawing Greg, it seems. Which is, A little nice fourth wall break, I guess. As you guys know, or may not know, I like fourth wall breaking humor. It's one of my favorite things about Rick and Morty. Anyways, Greg's reference to the fence, I believe, is a reference to when he climbed over the fence at Beach City to get to Rose and stuff. Yeah. Blue Diamond. Holy shit, guys. We've waited so long to see the diamonds in this show. We've only seen yellow and blue diamond once. They were barely in appearances. So yellow was more of an appearance with that mean face. Alright, with that mean face. But Blue Diamond is finally on the show, and her design is awesome. It really is. And also, she brought Blue Pearl with her, which is a fan favorite apparently, along with Yellow Pearl. Don't know why. Guess it's different pearls. But Blue Diamond is apparently here because she's grieving over the death of Pink Diamond. And Greg said, and this is what I mean, she's stuck in denial about the whole message thing that relates to Greg's lecture to Steven at the beginning of the episode. Greg tells her that, hey, it's alright. We all lost someone, but we gotta learn how to live with them. I understand how you feel and stuff. I think of my loss every day. And stuff like that. So, Blue Diamond realized, thinking that the Earth doesn't have that much time left due to the cluster and stuff, she says, you know what, I can save one last human. So she basically kidnaps Greg because she can relate to him and she enjoyed him. And how those two can relate to each other. And she takes them to the hand ship. They start flying away. Steven, in a freaking rage, jumps in the air using his floating ability and attempts to catch or to get to the hand. But he fails, floats back down to the ground. Garnet comes up and tells him she couldn't prevent this and stuff like that. Also, here's a little thing that you'll notice within this arc, or you may not notice within this arc. I'm saying it now. It's because it appeared in this episode. But when Steven's crying in the episode a lot, I think of it as a warning signal for Blue Diamond. It's coming in the area, or him seeing in her perspective. Like in the dream, he was seeing in Blue Diamond's perspective. When she enters rooms or gets by Steven starts crying. I think of the tears or Steven crying as a warning for Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond's coming, or Steven seeing through Blue Diamond's perspective. Anyway, we'll just that little thing out of the way. Let's get to the bad. Spoiler alert, there's nothing bad about this episode at all. Seriously, in fact, most of this arc is pretty good, but anyways. Nothing bad in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. Here's a fun fact for you. Blue Diamond's voiced by Lisa Hangen. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's apparently a singer. She released an album back in 2007. Yeah, really neat. Nice guest star, I guess. It's time for the rating of this episode. I give it a 9.2 out of 10. It's an amazing episode. And yeah, sorry about the background a little bit, just stuff going on. Anyway, yeah, it's an amazing episode if you ask me. Most of this arc is amazing in general, but heck. Let's just move on to Steven Universe, Season 4, Episode 11. Episode 11, let's get into the plot. When Greg is kidnapped by Blue Diamond, Steven and the gems rush off to rescue him. That's the basic plot. Pearl's reaction to... So this is good. First of all, Pearl's reaction for Blue Diamond being on Earth was priceless. She's like, Amethyst, I need 4 minutes to a chair. I think I need to sit down. And the rubies landed on the glass of the ship and flung off, which was just a little tad reference to Bubbled. Garnet saying, we really should do something about them. And then Steven implies, we could pick them up on the way back. Or we will pick them up on the way back. Either one. Don't know if I got my quote right there, but hey, I tried. And it's just a little reference to the rubies, that's all. And then when they're going to use this hyperspace light jumping thingamabob, light space jump, I guess, I don't know what it's called, or don't remember. And then the gems think it might turn Steve into like a pancake. So, but Steven says in pressing the button in order to save Greg, if it means saving my dad, then bring on the syrup. I don't know, I just really found that line entertaining. And then after that whole sequence, it turns out the gems become short and chubby, like little quiet little things, the Mabobbers. Looking pretty cute though. Amethyst changes a Puma wrestling costume, which is a reference to various episodes where the Puma wrestling costume appears. The ship went so fast, it made, okay, I was gonna say poofed, but it didn't actually poof them. See, what it did was, it went so fast that the bodies couldn't keep up with it because light projection and stuff. Their bodies apparently couldn't keep up with it, so they just went back to their gem forms without having the projection of light bodies being shown. Yeah. It's not poofing though, trust me. Alright, Steven trying to slow down the ship during it so they don't crash into the space zoo or the homeworld zoo or whatever it's called. Anyways, yeah. But while doing this, Steven realized he messed up. He was being too persistent and cocky, causing all this to happen. Him wanting to figure this whole thing out with Pink Diamond and stuff. Caused Greg to get kidnapped, caused the gems to go like this, and could have caused them to possibly die. But it didn't. It's a kid show. They didn't die. Though I want to put this under this show. But they won't kill them off at this point. Too early. Anyways, yeah. But in Steven's defense, though, he did say that he is also tired of them hiding secrets from him, which is actually very legitimate, if you ask me. I 100% agree with him. If I was in Steven's position, I'd be fed up with him trying to hide secrets from me too. I mean, wouldn't you guys? And Steven starts crying for Greg and how he will save him, and so that gives him enough strength or willpower, excuse me, to stop the ship's light speed. Kind of feel like an anime moment, but still. And the gems making it to the zoo. Alright, there's actually some bad in this episode. Let's go over that. My first bad is, what the hell happened to Andy after the whole Korea thing? In last episode, we only saw him for like less than a minute. What the hell? And then we just never see him again. I know it's a slight nitpick, but when you bring Andy back for an episode, I want to know what happened to him. How was his reaction to Greg getting kidnapped? Nobody knows. He wasn't even in the freaking Korea montage back in the previous episode. This might have been a nitpick for the last episode, but also by putting in this episode because there's not even a mention of him. Yeesh. But it's only a slight nitpick. Does not bring the episode down that much. Leaving Peridot and Lapis behind. What all Peridot and Lapis does in this arc, no, Peridot, is prepare the Ruby ship and go over the controls and stuff for them. And then the gems tell them to stay behind in case Beach City gets under attack. My question is, by what? I think you guys captured most of the corrupted gems by now. Homeworld? Maybe, but still. It's like highly unlikely right now. Plus you also got Connie there too. She even told Connie that too. So, but the thing about this, Lapis didn't even get a freaking line. All she got was a thumbs up. What the hell, man? Seriously. Also, when Pearl was telling Steven that before they use the light space travel thing, that it will basically take 75 human years for them to get there. Steven. Okay, while telling Steven it takes them 75 years to get there, to get to the space, to get to the zoo. Yeah, I was about to call it spacesuit. Pearl's face is drawn / animated wrong. It looks like season 1 Pearl. It's a minor nitpick yet again, but it just really bugged me, that's all. And that's all the bad in this episode. Really, this is the most bad I'm gonna go over within this small review, I guess. Alright. The fun fact, I just kind of went over it, about Pearl's face kind of looking like season 1 Pearl, but still. Alright, let's get into the rating. I'll just give it a standard 9 out of 10. Still an amazing episode, great characterization for Steven. It's just that I don't like the treatment, how they treated Lapis and Peridot. What the hell happened to Andy, and slight animation issues on Pearl's face for a couple seconds. Alright, let's get into season 4, episode 12 of Steven Universe. Alright, the plot. The gems reach a space station and sneak in to rescue Greg. Well, yeah, it's pretty much the plot there. Good. Alright, the first thing is the Amethyst guards, which they look similar to Jasper, which makes sense actually. They're fully grown. Amethyst was not fully grown. She was apparently a mess up. But we already went over all of that within the Steven versus Amethyst arc thing, my bobber, back in season 3. So yeah. Garnet unfuses so that the gems can blend in well. Also, Ruby and Sapphire in this episode. If you guys don't know, I personally love Ruby and Sapphire. They're like definitely my top 5. Alright, favorite characters. They're just so cute. And also this small line from Sapphire that I thought was pretty cool. Let's change the future. Haggett? I know she has another name, and I don't want to say her full name because it's just a mouthful. I'm just gonna call her Haggett. If that annoys you, oh well, sorry about that, I guess. Anyways, while giving the gems a tour of the space station, Haggett goes over some lore about Pink Diamond and Blue Diamond, which yeah, it's pretty neat. Apparently the station used to belong to Pink Diamond, where she kept her humans and stuff like that, but Blue Diamond, after Pink Diamond died, took it over and just just made it different and changed everything. Definitely sounds like she changed how the humans are treated, because now they're I'll get into that in the next episode review. Anyways, Sapphire's one eye wink when making up the fake story about the Ruby ship going to explode so that the gems can get into the zoo area where Greg is at and other humans, which the other humans will be saved for the next episode review. Wow, Gavin, seriously. Anyways, yeah. And Pearl's unable to hack the door, and Steven's like, come on, Pearl, you're supposed to be our hacker. I just thought that line was like, I just thought it was pretty cool. And the machine that the Amethyst threw Steven in, just gave him a new outfit and stuff. It was just pretty entertaining to watch, I guess. And while the machine is doing that, to even changing Steven's clothes, well, Steven, after taking off his pants, saying this, he's got underwear on, don't worry. I would have to find my dad without pants. Oh my god. And also, the machine gives Steven new duds. And I actually like how the design of the new duds. They look nice. Anyways, and then Steven goes through the machine, lands in the zoo area, and sees Greg and other humans. Let's go over the bad. Nothing. Seriously, guys. Though this episode did feel a little lecturely, it's for the lore and going over some history, world building. But yeah. Fun fact, sorry, I don't got anything for you this time. The episode, nothing. I couldn't really find much. Sorry, nothing worth promoting. Let's go over the rating. I personally give this episode a 9.1 out of 10. It's another amazing episode. And yeah, just seeing the other Amethyst guards, Maggot, I don't know how to pronounce it, excuse me, sorry man. But yeah, I just personally enjoy it, you know? And all the new stuff it introduced us to. Season 4, Episode 13. The plot. Steven finds Greg in a zoo with humans who have never been to Earth and tries to look for a way out. That's the basic plot of the episode. The community of people in the zoo are really entertaining to watch and seeing how oblivious they are to Earth and teaching Steven and Greg their customs. Also, apparently Greg told the community before Steven got there about the bits. And that leads to the community chanting, the bits, the bits, the bits. And if you guys don't know, that's a major callback to, like, I believe the second episode of Steven Universe, so yeah. Or just, you know, the bits. The little voices on their earrings, pacifying them, I guess, so they're not really angry, I guess, at all. Just telling them what to do and keeping them under control. The fun montage is interesting, but not too interesting. I personally prefer the Kriya montage back in season 4, episode 10. But still, it's still an entertaining montage nonetheless, teaching us how what the little voices tell them to do and what they do on a daily basis. And Greg and Steven are trying to escape. They find a door. X1 and J10 find them. Greg refuses to hit Steven though, which, that's right. Thank God. Alright? No child abuse is needed in the show, like that. Although, we've seen worse. But Greg refuses to hit his son, which I 100% understand. I mean, would you hit your son? Let's be honest. So, Greg tells Steven to hit him instead, and at first, Steven goes for a nice soft blow, which basically does nothing but, like, basically touches him. Like, really soft. Anyways. But then Greg says, "Give it all you got, son. I can take it." So Steven punches Greg so hard that he knocks him to a tree. Yeah, Steven's definitely got some development throughout this series. Season 1, Episode 1, Steven would not be able to do that at all. Anyways, yeah. After that, X1 just randomly says cannonball because that's something Greg showed them, the community, off earlier. Apparently they also after that there's this choosing ceremony that goes on that chooses your mate for you. I guess in order to continue the population within that small community, within the zoo. It's just wow. And then Greg and J10 were chosen for each other. But then Greg goes on to say he basically says he doesn't want someone else choosing his mate for him or the person he loves. Seriously. He said that's not how it works on Earth, and that's true. I mean, look around us in the real world. Anyways. Well, almost around us, around you right now. Anyways, yeah. Greg. So yeah, he basically tells them that they should be able to choose their mate, and that on Earth it's different. You gotta choose your mate and stuff. You choose your mate. And the community chooses Greg after hearing this. But then Greg says, "No, I don't choose you back." So the community learns heartbreak. That causes the Amethyst Guard to run in because everything's getting unstable. The community's never heard of hurt or felt it before. So it's new to them, and they are having their first reaction to it. And then Greg says he hasn't broken this many hearts since he had his hair. Wow, Greg. Just wow. Anyways, yeah, let's get into the bad. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, again, nothing. Fun fact, nothing. Rating, 9.2 out of 10. It's an amazing episode. It's really neat to see the community and stuff. The bits that got brought up again, and yeah, just neat. Not much to say though. Season 4, episode 14. This is the final episode in the bomb. So yeah, let's get into it. Steven and Greg and the Gems plot an escape from the space station. Well, they don't really plot an escape, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Anyways, yeah. Let's get into the good. All the Amethyst is pranking Steven and Greg, including our own Amethyst. Because the Amethyst turn out they're just chill and stuff, you know? They just like having fun, like our Amethyst does. So they pranked them and thinking they were getting captured and that they were in trouble and stuff. Also, it's really neat to see all the Amethysts getting along. Also, there's a couple. There's apparently a skinny Jasper in there from the Beta Kindergarten, which is really neat. And Carlin, that's how you pronounce it. She's like a red gem. And yeah, we haven't seen that before. So yeah, it's neat, but it only appears for like a couple. It only appears for a couple seconds. Remember, gems don't have genders. I know that they're supposed to be female, but they technically don't have genders. Still. Anyway, Steven and Greg go into this room where there's all these bubble gems in the area. And then Steven and Greg hide because Blue Diamond appears in this room. Again, along with her, Yellow Diamond also appears. We haven't seen her since season 2. Like, the second to last episode of season 2, which is just a watch. And she actually gets a pretty good appearance this time. Also, Blue Pearl and Yellow Pearl is there as well. And here's just my little thoughts and judging from what I heard. The gems in the bubbles may be rose quartz. Maybe gems that fall alongside the rose quartz in the war. That also means that, well, first of all, they also were owned by Pink Diamond. Apparently, they were her gems, and Blue Diamond is just keeping them bubbled because they were Pink Diamonds. I guess Pink Diamond's death really hit her hard, to say the least. Blue Pearl and Yellow Pearl start to sing a song for Blue Diamond, or just start a song up so that Yellow Diamond can sing an awesome song to Pink Diamond. This song is the highlight of the episode. This pretty much makes this episode, man. Well, aside from a couple things at the ending, but Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond makes this episode. Especially this song. It's so good, man. Like, it's so good. Sapphire, then Ruby, Sapphire are in the room. They find out about the humans and stuff, about how Sapphire brought more humans on board, and Sapphire saves the mission by saying that she foreseen that Blue Diamond would want more humans. Now then, but here's something interesting. Yellow Diamond says, "Oh, so you want more humans, huh? Well, we can get you that." I'm feeling that's implying a future arc in the future of season 4 or possibly early season 5. Seriously. Maybe she's abducting all the humans on Earth or Beach City, either one, and we're going back into space, but on a grander scale this time. Yeah, still, my thoughts aside. Oh wait a minute, this whole thing is my thoughts. Haggett sees everyone, and her weapon is a whip, man. Haggett's got a whip. But yeah, Ruby and Sapphire fuses back into Garnet and catches Haggett's whip from striking Steven or Greg. Though if you're asking me, Steven could have just blocked through the shield. That's one thing that's been bugging me about this arc is, aside from floating, Steven hasn't been using his power. His bubble, nope. His shield, nope. It's just strange to me, you know? He doesn't use his powers like that. Though most of the time I understand most of the time that it's not necessary for him to use his power, but still, it's just weird, and I don't know, they're treating him kind of weaker, I guess, and giving all the action to the normal crystal gems. But it would have been neat to see Steven fight, but I guess that would be against his character. Aside from, okay, let's get out of this little discussion. Anyways, yeah, the crystal gems take down Haggett, and the amethyst and jaspers and other gems say goodbye. They don't even care, alright? They don't care that Haggett got her ass beat. They're not taking orders from her right now. So they let the crystal gems have their fun and wave goodbye. But at the end, Haggett's like, I'm gonna report you to the diamonds. But then Pearl just went savage on her ass, and it was just like, oh, well, wouldn't it look very bad for you if they knew that you let rebel gems on the ship this whole time? And basically just went savage on her ass, insulting her a couple times, and just pointing out the facts. It was just, you gotta see that scene for yourself to understand it, guys, alright? And what's so bad about this episode? Nothing. Fun fact, nothing. And rating, guys, I'm gonna give this one a 9.7. This blue diamond and yellow diamond really made this episode for me. Also, Pearl being savage at the end was really neat. And Haggett was cool, I guess. But whatever. But mainly Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond made this episode. Seriously, the song, the interactions, everything. Ugh. It was just so good. And it's my favorite episode in this whole entire Steven Bomb. But my least favorite episode was... It was season 4, episode 11. 11, which was the spaceship episode, if I'm not mistaken at all. Yeah, it was. I gave that one only a 9. But yeah, I'll just look at my notes. Anyways, yeah, that was basically my review of Steven Bomb 5. If you guys were watching to the end of this, I really appreciate that support. If you want to see more reviews on stuff, Steven Universe, and more shows and anime and stuff like that, be sure to click the subscribe button, and yeah, leave your thoughts down below what you thought about this review. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, Meister out.